Hey guys, Dom Rinaldi back. Thank you for watching Dominating Your Investments. Trying to do a couple more videos today during the holiday break to give you guys some more content to look over. And on this video, we're going to talk about MercadoLibre, one of my top 10 holdings and a company I think is very misunderstood in the marketplace, especially when it comes to valuation. So let's jump in. This is going to be actually my quickest video on a review, and then we'll maybe do another video later for a 5P review. So if you're not familiar with MercadoLibre, they're kind of like the Amazon of Latin America, and they're really building out their ecosystem for all of Latin America, as well as starting to partner with companies like BigCommerce into the US and other regions as well. I'm just going to read a little bit from their website here and how they describe themselves. So MercadoLibre hosts the largest online commerce and payments ecosystem in Latin America. Our efforts are centered on enabling e-commerce and digital and mobile payments on behalf of our customers by delivering a suite of technology solutions across the complete value chain of commerce. That's really key right there. A suite of technology solutions across the entire value chain. That's a vertical integration that's going to lead to better profits. So let's continue. We're present in 18 countries, including Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Chile, Venezuela, and Peru. Based on unique visitors and page views, we are market leaders in each of the major countries where we are present. Through our online commerce platform and related services, we provide our users with robust online commerce and payment tools that not only contribute to the development of a large and growing e-commerce community in Latin America. The region has a population of over 635 million people. That is huge, and it's one of the fastest growing internet penetration rates in the world, as it says here, but also foster entrepreneurship and social mobility. Our main focus is to deliver compelling technological and commercial solutions that address the distinctive cultural and geographic challenges of operating an online commerce and payments platform in Latin America. So they understand that each country is a different culture. It's a different operating system and how that country works for e-commerce and helping small and medium business owners run their business. Now let's look at the actual history here of the company financially. So they do online commerce as well as fintech with their Mercado Pago, and they also have logistics in their delivery for really having that same kind of Amazon Prime delivery feel for all of their e-commerce out there. Besides MercadoLibre e-commerce and Mercado Pago for their fintech solutions, MercadoLibre also has advertising. They have a credit department for credit solutions to help small and medium businesses get loans to become merchants in Latin America and grow their business. And as we talked about earlier, their logistics solutions really allowed a faster delivery for e-commerce items and giving that same kind of feel that Amazon does with Amazon Prime. So as they build this out, and as well as, I forgot Mercado Shops. They also have online store solutions too. So very similar to like Shopify. So you get a little bit of everything in this company. You get a little bit of Amazon, you get a little bit of Shopify, you get a little bit of advertising with like Google and Amazon. So all of those different kinds of businesses are in this flywheel, in this life cycle of this platform that is MercadoLibre. And as you see in this platform, all of these different pieces of the flywheel help small and medium businesses grow with establishing an online presence, with getting more credit so they can have more product and more physical footprint areas within Latin America. And then having a fintech pay solution because most of Latin America is unbanked right now. So this really enables more GDP growth, more businesses to evolve, and really accelerate the overall middle class in Latin America. So earnings are forecast to grow 50% per the year. They became profitable this year. And I just want to address in this video what people look like on what people focus on when we come to the debt and valuation. So looking at these numbers, you'd be like, oh, I don't know, should I invest in a company like this? I'm not really familiar with it. And, well, the first piece is you need to get familiar with your investments and do your deep dives and watch CEO videos and everything else. But Here you can see they are having earnings per share now at $1.56 per share. Gross margins for an e-commerce business, it's really hard to have those high, sexy 70% gross margins that software companies have. So they have 47%. I haven't compared that to Amazon and others, but we expect this to continue to grow. Net profit margin is very low at 1.25%, and the debt to equity ratio is extremely high. They just added 7 Boeing planes for logistics to have faster shipping. So when we look at this, the fair valuation says, okay, with a DCF, it's only at $214, yet it's trading at $13.23. What's going on, Dominic? Well, when we look at the actual growth here and the revenue, it's extremely accelerating extremely fast. When we look at it, the last 12 trailing months, $6.3 billion in revenue, little bit of earnings here. But look how in just 2 years, we're looking at almost double the amount of revenue. And then we look at the earnings growing 10x. Literally here, 78 million, now 786 million. So that really is encouraging when you look at the fast-paced growth of Latin America, and we look at the earnings growth beating the industry, the market, revenue growth. And when we look at the actual, let me scroll down here, and we look at the, let's see here. Okay, when we look at the balance, or when we look at, sorry, 3, 2, 1. When we look at this debt to equity ratio, it looks really bad. It looks okay. Net debt revenue equity 3, 2, 1. When we look at the debt to equity history and analysis, a lot of red on here, right? So let's break this down. So their net debt to equity ratio is over 1,000%, which is very high. It was at 77% and then went all the way up to 2190 in the last 5 years. But their interest coverage was very low interest and is well covered by 7x their EBIT. So earnings before income and taxes. So I believe with this company and the leadership team and the growth rates in revenue that this is very similar to an Amazon story where they're not turning a profit because they're trying to capture as much market share as possible, but their debt is covered and they will continue to pay off more of that debt as their earnings grow, but they're focused on getting market share throughout the entire continent. And if we look down here on the overall ownership, you can see 79.6% of institutions also believe that. And so because it is a overseas stock, it's headquartered out of Argentina, I don't think a lot of the general public feels maybe comfortable or understands the business. And so it's only 12% for retail investors. But this should be very encouraging for any retail investor because it's almost 80% institutions are holding shares. And when we look at the quality of firms, we have Capital Research and Management putting 13% ownership, Bailey Gifford, 9%. You look at the Galperin Trust is actually Marcos, the CEO's trust. So he has 7%. And then you look at BlackRock, also involved here. A lot of great companies, investment firms, a little bit of everyone wanting a piece of the pie and holding for the long term. See your T. Rowe Price as well. So that's the end of the video here. I just wanted to talk about that because I think this is a stock that doesn't get enough press. So that video was a little shorter, right? I'm getting better at this. So I will take it through the 5P process and we'll really dive in a lot deeper on MercadoLibre, but this should hopefully give you just some more interest to do your own research and look into the stock and watch some CEO videos and really get comfortable with what that company is trying to achieve over there in Latin America. And remember, it's never too late to dominate your investments. Would love you guys to subscribe to the channel here so you can get notifications on what other videos are coming. Thanks.